Need to do is a bit of fragrance,
Yes.
don't we? A bit of colour.
The great outdoors, the perfect antidote, because during this time of year, our gardens are in full bloom, and at this flower farm in Shropshire, the fields are a riot of colour, featuring impressive displays of delphiniums and sunflowers.
Yeah, this is a farm that's opened its gates for 10 days to allow visitors to enjoy the stunning views and to find out more about how they make biodegradable bouquets and petal confetti, as Joanne Riddle can tell us.
25 acres of stunning colour near Newport. This is Shropshire Petal Fields, where the equivalent of 400 tennis courts are packed with delphiniums, cornflowers and sunflowers. It's usually a working flower farm, but it's thrown open its gates for 10 days.
Celebration of all things petals, so it's a celebration of farming in the whole. So we've got different crops based around us as well as the flowers, but it's about getting people to understand where the flowers come from and just enjoy nature.
There's also a potato farm here run by the same family for 3 generations, but it's this woman who spearheaded the diversification into flowers, and now biodegradable petal confetti is sold as far afield as Australia and America.
My nan was an avid gardener and a keen member of the local WI. So she would take flowers from her garden, dry them on her Aga in the kitchen and sell them in the local WI in Newport.
The business was soon selling dried flowers on a commercial scale, later moving into confetti, and it now sells to manufacturers of bath products and candles.
It feels like being in a floral maze, and the fragrance is just divine, which is not surprising when you think 1.4 million flower seeds were planted here.
The festival runs until Sunday.
Just gorgeous. We have Jim Bubb, Director of Shropshire Petals, and Beth Heath from Shropshire Festivals with us. And we also have these beauties in front of us that brought with them the most incredible fragrances.
Yeah, they look and smell fantastic.
Gorgeous.
Morning to both of you. So, Jim, it's a family business. You've been doing this for years, but it seems like the business is changing.
Yeah, it's been progressed for the last couple of years, and my nan, Daisy, who took the farm...
Daisy.
Good
Love
name.
that. Love that.
She was an avid gardener and loved the local WI, picked all the flowers in the garden, dried them on the Aga in the kitchen as you do, sold them. My father, who was also involved in the farm, just grew an extra few petals in the field, and it's just gone from there.
It's really interesting because so often we hear from farmers who have to keep changing, evolving, diversifying in order for the farm to survive and thrive, and that's what you've continually done, and you've moved into confetti and weddings.
Yeah, so we originally started with dried flowers, which you can see some in here, in the 90s, which was a big success, super fashionable at the time. And unfortunately, we didn't realise we were in a fashion industry. It changed. And in 2005, we rebranded ourselves as Shropshire Petals to grow confetti for weddings.
And Beth, this is where you guys come in, because you're as festival organisers in Shropshire, you're sort of opening this up beyond the sales side of things so people can experience this in the field.
Yeah, so opening up 25 acres of flowers. Jim grows them, we bring people in, so we start farming people instead, and it's been absolutely brilliant. We've had we'll have 10, 15,000 people through by the end of the week.
Oh, how lovely. And I guess it's one of those things that people don't necessarily know is on their doorstep.
No, we've had so many people travelling for absolutely miles, because it's not something you can do every day, is come and experience 25 acres of flowers. And as you walk through the different colours, it feels very different.
Look at these pictures. I mean, they're just stunning pictures, and I guess that's part of it. You know, people want to see them up close and smell them, but people also want those social media shots as well, don't they?
The people come with cars full of outfits, and they go back and they get changed, and it's been quite a spectator sport.
Oh, what? In order to get the right photograph?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We should have thought about this now. Don't get changed.
Yeah. And you've been embracing new technology, haven't you, in order to...
Yeah, so all of the flowers have been drilled the last 2 years with a farm droid. So that is a solar-powered robot which can do all of the drilling, can do all of the weeding, and it memorises where all of each seed is. So each individual seed up the field, it knows exactly where it is.
And how many seeds are there?
We did work this out the other day.
1.4 million.
1.4 million seeds.
Wow. And the
planted.
robot knows?
The robot knows where every single one is. It's obviously off solar power. super eco-friendly, and we've pretty much reduced all of our weeding bill.
Wow.
I wonder what your granny Daisy would think of the robots and these crowds and what you're doing.
Well, for us as farmers, it's very odd. Seeing the public in the field is very bizarre. I mean, I only see it as a commercial crop, but with Beth's help, we've turned it into a massive festival, and it's been a great success. Not
to bring a downer onto things, but the weather is changing, isn't it, all the time? How do you sort of ride that out?
Last year was tough. So we had a lot of rain last year, which obviously affected visitor numbers, and we got mud in the field. And 3 years ago, we couldn't run because
it was too hot.
Too hot. So this year was very late. So we're 2 weeks later than where we usually are. So
you just have to prepare for every eventuality.
Yep, and we're in a field at the end of the day. So luckily, the forecast, just seen it, looks amazing, so that's good.
And obviously, the weather affects the visitor numbers. How does it affect the growing of the petals?
So, I mean, I think farmers are the professional gamblers. We're at the mercy of the weather completely. We can always apply... When it's sunny, it's not too bad. We can also always apply water. But if we haven't got sun, there's nothing we can do to do that. So it's difficult. I mean, Beth from her marketing team, they've been always asking me, so when are the flowers? When can we go? Give me a date when I can launch the field.
With your marketing head on, come on.
You tell me what the weather's going to do in the next 2 months, and I'll tell you when the flowers are going to flower. But it's always a
And
gamble.
what's it like? I mean, we can smell these beautiful flowers here, but use your powers of description. What's it like if you get into the field and you've got those millions of flowers? What's it like? What does it smell like?
I mean, it's just amazing. It's quite bizarre nowadays. You don't see fields of flowers. So for the public and the young children, they are just completely immersed in this sea of different colours and nature that they can just walk around.
I just love that image of that drone shot that we have where the pink meets the purple. It's breathtaking.
Yeah, there's different colours across the whole field, and as I say, those different colours have got kind of a different sense as you walk through them. And then the sunflowers are obviously massive, and there's smiley faces in all of them at the moment. Kids have drawn on them, and so it's brilliant.
Lovely.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for coming in. Thanks for bringing the flowers and the colour and the sunshine to us in the studio.
It's exactly
and if people are watching this morning and they want to visit, there's still tickets. You can go with them
still
next week.
Still tickets online, So book online. We're open until Sunday.
All right, great stuff. Have a good summer. Lovely to meet you.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Should we just keep the flowers for the rest of the day?
Yeah, I think so. They've really perked me up. Thanks, guys.